Hello everybody, it's Niklas and welcome to this new video on Affinity Publisher. And in this video we are going to make an introduction to this software. It is a very good software if you want to work with layout, to have a lot of great features, to work with pages, and definitely Affinity Publisher is one of the best software to do this type of work. Subscribe to this YouTube channel if you like the content. First link on the description. The complete course Affinity Publisher is available. It is a reference course. It is on the first link on the description. You will see a structure of the course, what you will be able to learn, module, session, and concretely it is a big course, a lot of hours of training content to perfectly master Affinity Publisher. And at the end of the course, you will find also different trainings like creation of different type of layouts, different type of graphic document, using the pages, using the masters, using also the colors, the text, and so much more. Second link on the description, it is a website in link with this YouTube channels. You can learn software with this YouTube channel, and second link on the description, it is the website with a summary of all the courses. So let's start to do this. So here I have one page on this area, and first things to do, it is just take a look about how are the different windows. So here we have different type of elements. So it is classical, you can work with file, edit, document, text, table, layer, select, view, window, and help. And when you go on this area, you have another type of toolbar. So this is the first toolbar that you can see. If you have also Affinity Designer and Affinity Photo, you can click here and you can use the features of Affinity Photo and Affinity Designer. And you have this first toolbar where you can work with the alignment, you can work with some snapping options, and more options. Here you have another tab. It is a tab with the tool options. So you concretely select any tools, and on this area you will have the options of the tools. You have another toolbar on the left, and on the right you have different type of window. When you go on view here, you have the possibility to show the context toolbar. So it means this is the toolbar with the options. You have also the possibility when you go on view to deactivate the toolbar. I can recuperate my context toolbar, view, recuperate the toolbar, because sometimes some people without anything that makes the toolbar disappear, and you can recuperate here. And let's select view. You can also customize this toolbar. So it means this one, you can drag and move any element here, but definitely you have everything that you need. So personally, I don't edit this toolbar. You don't need to do anything specific, but it's possible. And you can also edit the toolbar on the left. So it means you have view, and it is the second toolbar. It is dock tools with show tools, customize tools. So if you click on dock tools, you can drag and move this window, this tools toolbar. When you go on show tool, you can deactivate the view. If I just come back view, show tools, view, dock tools. And if you want to edit, you go on view, customize tools. And here you have some options. You can, for example, change the number of columns. You can even drag and move any tool. So it means you can take one tool, you can drag and move here, but you have already all these tools in a display on this area, because when, for example, you go here, you have a list with all the different shapes that you can create. So I'm going to come back on view here, customize tools. You can at any moment drag and move another tools, just like this. And you can also reset the tools if you want to come back at the beginning. But one more time, this toolbar is definitely pretty good. On the right, you have some window. So it means you can go on window here. You can select anything that you need. For example, I have table here. And when I click on table, I will be able to have access to this new window. And this new window, I can drag and move, for example, here, or I can drag and move in another position. You just need to drag and move the window, and you can also drag and move on any position. I can go on window if I want to work with something like maybe books. I can click on books and drag and move the books window where I want. So how I decided to display this, it depends about your work, but me personally, I focus on layers here, character, paragraph, and text style. And I think it's important to have some space here. So this is why I display with two rows. So layers, character, paragraph, text style, and color, stroke, navigator, and history here. But you can adjust at your convenience. This is my way to work. you can find different type of way. I think it's pretty good already to have the layer panel with a lot of space here, and character, paragraph, text tag we can use a lot in Affinity Publisher. So now you will be able to work with the pages and the master pages here. Extremely convenient. If I select the rectangle tool, for example, you can create any rectangle. I can create a rectangle on the background here, activate a color on this area, and just create a rectangle on the background. You have a list of many tools that you can apply. You can one more time also use some tools like the pen tools, for sure, using this type of software. So you can use the pen tools, as you can see, and you will be able to edit with the double click and have access to your anchor point. You will be able to use some tools like the table tools. You can also have many frame text tools that you will be able to create. You can go right click, insert a filler text. So you can do a lot of things. You have advanced features to manage the pages. So it means here I can add a page and I can add the number of pages that I want. If I want to add 4 pages, I can tap the number of pages. You can add also a master page. So it means on this area, you can add a master, extremely powerful in this type of software. And I can add, for example, 4 pages. These pages, I will be able to change the display if I need. So for example, I can use small here, medium, or large. And you can change the position of the different pages at your convenience also. So definitely it's extremely convenient to do this type of work. If I remove all these things and select my first page, you have also a lot of things like Affinity Photo Designer to display some guide, column, so I can go and view here. And I have different type of options. This one is a preview mode. So I can deactivate the preview mode here and go and view and activate. Maybe I can show you show guide and I can activate guide. And if I activate guide, I'm going to apply a margin with maybe 10 millimeter here. And I will apply a gutter. One of the problem is I'm not on my first page. I'm going to close and double click on the first page to be here. View, just select guide here. And I will apply 3 columns about the number of rows, not 3 columns, 2 columns, 4 rows, gutter maybe 10 millimeter. And margin, let's apply maybe, in this example, 20, it's too much, maybe 20 is too much, I will apply 14 millimeter. And as you can see, you have a fast display for your conception. You can insert different image, so something specific to Affinity Publisher, it is the picture frame tool. Because you can create a picture frame, set exactly the size that you want for this picture frame, and then adjust the image inside. So it means I have this picture frame, I can go replace image, and for example, I have different picture with temple, I can select this one, and as you can see, you can scale, and the image will stay inside just like that. You can also drag and move at your convenience inside your text frame. And I can repeat the process. For example, I can do this work, click here, I can press Ctrl left click to duplicate, Ctrl left click to duplicate, and click on this text frame, replace image, and I will select another image like this one, click here, replace image, and I will select maybe this one, and click here, replace image, and I will select this one. And every time you can scale inside, you can create some rotation, or you can drag and move to your element. You can drag and move the image frame with the image inside, or you can also just double click and you can drag and move the image inside a frame. As you can see, it's pretty good to use these features. You will be able to work with text. So for example, you have the artistic text tool, and with the artistic text tool, you can just drag and type something. Then you will have a lot of features here, but a lot of features also in the characters options and in the paragraph options. You will be able also to create text style. If I remove this one, selection tool, press delete on the keyboard, you have also the options to use the frame text tools, and I can create frame text, snapping here, and right click, insert a filler text. You will have a lot of options also in the character feature, paragraph features, but also some basic features. So here I can use justify left. And I will press Ctrl left click and duplicate just here, and Ctrl left click and duplicate, and Ctrl left click and duplicate. At any moment, you can activate the preview. It is also something very good with Affinity Publisher to see the render without all the guide, all the column, all the frames. Let's come back on view here. I will come back on guide, and for example, I will deactivate the number of row columns and just come back with a margin of 0, just like this. So that's it. Small introduction about Affinity Publisher, extremely powerful software. If you like this video, subscribe to this YouTube channels. First link on the description, the complete course Affinity Publisher is available. If you want to learn this software, starting from scratch with a course structure, it will be on the first link on the description. It is a lot of hours of training content. We see the maximum of features of Affinity Publisher to perfectly master the software. Second link on the description, it is a website in link with this YouTube channel. It is like an online school. You have a summary of different courses on different graphic software that I'm working on these YouTube channels, and you can pick a course if you want to learn any graphic design software. For the next video, see you. Ciao, ciao.